What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. It's your boy Shane the Great. Bitcoin, my friends, has not been doing too well these last couple of days, even the last, I guess you could say, 2 to 3 months. But yeah, anyways, guys, last night, literally, I was just chilling at like 10 p.m. Eastern on my computer, watching videos, studying, whatnot, and literally Bitcoin went all the way to this support line, which I did mention in the last video, that it is possible if we don't go up to these levels like soon enough, we're gonna go down here to grab whatever liquidity below. And if you guys don't know what I mean by liquidity, pretty much in the crypto market there's something called leverage, and which is like futures trading, right? So if you make a trade with using leverage, you have a liquidation price. So like, let's say you're going long, so you're betting the price is going to go up, your liquidation price will be below, right? And then if you're doing the opposite, if you're going short, your liquidation price will be high, like, you know, above the current price, depending on like what type of leverage you use, right? So pretty much everyone's using like 50x leverage, 100x leverage. I'll show what is it right here? It shows in this chart I was just looking at. You see 100x leverage in the middle there. So that's like these like orange bars. 50x, which is like the yellow one. It's like a combined of like 25, 50, 100x, which is crazy. I never use more than like 5x leverage ever when I used to do future trading. But pretty much my point is with this is people are using high leverage, and the market makers, which you could say is Wintermute, the big institutions like Binance, OKX, they're hunting these people who use high leverage, especially with big order sizes. Like someone got liquidated for like $60 million, I think, on the weekend or the other day when Bitcoin hit like 63, 64K. And that was because he was using high leverage, and all the market makers did was just dump the price. They just sent a bunch of Bitcoin to the exchange, and it pretty much just dumped. I think this was this on Sunday. Like, they literally just dumped the price all the way from 67, 68K. And yeah, they just liquidated that guy, and along with other traders. So pretty much there's an incentive for the market to be going down, because as you guys can see right here, there's leverage to the downside. There are liquidations, liquidity pretty much on the downside. As y'all can see, there's way more than this. I'm just showing you guys like this short time frame. But all the way to $56,000 for Bitcoin, $1.23 billion of liquidations. I don't think it'll go down that low just yet. I do think that price will come this year. I'll speak about that in a little bit. I think they'll probably just dump the price to like the previous support we saw on February 6th, if I'm not mistaken, which was 59,800. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in the market. The market makers are just dumping the price, guys. So if I refresh CoinGlass, which is where you guys can find all this information, there is a lot of liquidity building up to the upside to 65K here, but there's still a lot down below, like 62,300. That's right before it. That's right under this wick we saw earlier today in the morning. And then there's also some down below as well. This is a short time frame, but if I go to the higher time frame to 2 weeks, okay, yeah, it's not as much actually for this one down below. I mean, this still is at like 60,000, so that's why I said like we'll probably go to like 60K, 59K before we see like a sharp reversal. But there is also a lot above, and of course above 70K, 72K, there's like hundreds of millions, even billions in liquidity up here. And I do think we will tag this eventually. So pretty much, like I said in the previous videos, my plan right now is I'm just stacking up Bitcoin with my spot bags. I'm just DCing in, like I just bought some last night when the price dumped to 63 something. I have some orders below here, because I do think, as you guys can see right here, it did bounce from this support here as we're speaking. But I do think it will probably break this if we don't get above to like 64, 65K soon. So I am anticipating for this line to break. This is not financial advice, but this is just my expectation at the moment. So I do think we're gonna break below 62,700, and then we're probably gonna go down to the low we saw in early February, which is 59,800, depending on the exchange you're using, right? So I think we'll probably go here, maybe even a bit lower, maybe to like 57, 56K. It is possible. And I think from there, we'll probably see a run up to like 70-ish K, 75K, hopefully, before, which will set a lower high. And then from there, I'll for sure sell everything, and I don't think I'll enter the market until we get back to the low 60s and 50s again. Because like I said in previous videos, I do think Bitcoin is going to be going into the low 50s and even the 40s, which I know people don't want to hear, but that's going to be probably the reality. And just to show to you guys why that may be the case, if you go all the way to 2021, where was the top for that? I think it was like right here, right? Yeah, okay, those double top here. So if we go right here, this wick. So, oh no, we dropped even further than that. So we dropped like 50, so about 80% correction, 78%, right? 75-ish, whatever. We'll just say 70 to 80%. And then if we look right here, from 126 was all-time high back in October of 2025. We are currently down literally 50%. So I do think we're going to drop another 20% from here. May not be tomorrow, may not be next week, may not be next month, but I do think it will happen sometime this year. So 70-ish, 75% will bring us to literally 30K. Now, I'm not saying this will for sure happen, but that's just something to keep in mind. Now, obviously, you aren't going to catch like the exact bottom for Bitcoin. That's foolish to like even have that mindset. But obviously, you want to be DCing in times like this. So just buying like little by little here and there, like $500 here, $1,000 there. Like, even if you buy now and like this, and your average buy-in's like at this price, it's not like terrible, because if you guys are like me and you believe Bitcoin's gonna eventually get up to these prices again, like 126K, like let's say you buy right here, that's literally a 1x from here. And I think that's literally, I don't want to say it's guaranteed, but that's how I'm thinking. I think it's pretty much guaranteed, at least in the future. I'm not saying it's gonna happen in like, you know, the next day or the next week, but the next year or two, we'll probably get to at least 90 to 100K again. Like, that's very, very realistic in my opinion, especially with, you know, them printing a bunch of money and all this stuff. Satoshi Era Wallet has sold $1.24 billion worth of Bitcoin. They held since 2010, survive every dip, watch every bull run. Now they decided to sell. So, wow, they sold. I'm not even mad. I will literally, I mean, I'm not your exit liquidity because I'm not selling, but I'm happy for whoever this person is. Shout out to them. So this is also why the price is dumping, because I said this in the previous video, there's people from literally from 2010, 2012, 2015, whatnot, selling at like these current prices. And that's just because they're in massive amounts of profits. Like, can you blame them, guys? I don't blame them. So that's also why we're down. Guys, that's pretty much it. Conclusion, I'm just stacking up BTC with my spot bags, DCing in slowly, and I'm hoping to sell once we get into the 70s-ish region, and I'll be offloading from there, and then I'll be holding cash until we get into the 50s and 40s, and that could be a long time till we get back into there. Like, we could just be chopping in a range from like 60 to 75K for like a couple months. Which you could trade that too, but you also don't want to get like stuck in there forever. So yeah, but yeah, guys, God bless, take care, be sure to drop a like and also subscribe if you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch y'all next video. Peace.